this is a segment that absolutely needs help because they don't want to seek help from others. They want to be independent, whether it's single unmarried women or women who've left unhappy marriages, who've lost a partner. So they have to make sure that they're financially independent. And when I say financially independent, it comprises of various little things, right? So first is definitely budgeting. So right from when somebody's single, and there is a healthy disposable income, women do tend to splurge a little more than men. I would say that I know by experience. I've got lots of girlfriends who do that as well. I do talk to a lot of women, and sometimes we do tend to splurge. So one tip that I have for women, especially single women, but applies to women across as well, is have a splurging budget. Every month, put in an amount in your splurging budget, say 1,000 rupees, and you can do guilt-free shopping with this, because otherwise, when we shop, we feel guilty as well. You can shop guilt-free from this splurging budget. If you say you like a dress which is say 5,000 rupees, wait for a couple of months till your budget has this 5,000 rupees, and then spend. So that is a win-win in both ways, right? You're not unnecessarily spending, you're not spending too much. And especially when you're single, you don't have too many goals, and you're not looking forward too much to living in today, and living in to enjoy today, be it going out or spending on clothes, bags, shoes. So this splurging budget helps control some of those expenses and gives you some bit of focus to save for the future. Not necessarily be boring and say let me save, but when you're having a splurging budget, that sounds good. So yeah, women do tend to spend, like I was mentioning, and one of the things that we need to be ready is for any emergency. Emergencies don't check with us and come if you're ready. So keep an emergency fund handy. In most families, we tend to tell them 3 to 6 months, but for single women, I tell them, at least 6 to 12 months of expenses, so that you don't have to depend on anybody else. Have short-term goals, even if you're not able to see too far beyond, say, 3 to 5 years. Have short-term goals, be it down payment for your car, be it down payment for a house. These are things that we would want to own at some point or the other. So then start looking at the down payment, start seeing how you can manage your EMIs, what happens in case of a job loss. Have a little bit of a backup plan ready as well. So don't jump into any decisions, because we don't want to make those mistakes and have some Prince Charming come and save us, right? So we want to be our own savior. So have those backup plans ready. You have to balance liquidity and growth. Women, I've seen a lot of times, want high liquidity in their investments, which is why gold works fantastic for us, which is why FDs work fantastic for us. But I would urge women, and especially single women, to look at liquidity balanced with growth, and not compromise on growing their assets. One of the other things, especially for women who are, say, divorced or have lost their partners, when they have received a lump sum amount, don't be in a rush to invest that amount, because there are various people trying to give you advice, trying to get you to invest in particular products. I think let it cool off. So I call it a cool it off period. Let it cool off for a period of 6 months, and then take whatever decisions you have to make, because you've gone through a major life change, and this you have to get into your comfort space again, where you're peaceful. So after 6 months, then decide where you want to invest, what you want to do with that money. There is a study which shows that widows tend to go bankrupt after 5 years after they've lost their spouse, for the simple reason that they've not learned how to manage money before. Because even in India, we tend to leave these matters to our husbands, to our brothers, to our male friends, whose advice we take. But I think it's time that you get involved and get confident about money before some major life change happens to you, because that's not a great time to learn.